Reached on the 6 and a hit by pitch. The 1-1. And that's tagged towards short. Arenas on the run. Makes the catch! And Mitchell Senger, for the first time in 32 years, the first Hatter pitcher to go complete and a no-hitter. Wowzers! What a performance on the big lefty, especially considering what happened last night. His teammates mobbing him in the infield. A stellar performance from the big guy.
I felt like, I don't know, like I had to compete and do well for my team. I don't know, it doesn't really matter what I do as long as we win. So that's why I thought about it. I didn't think I had to overcompensate because we lost last night. It's just one loss.
When did you know you had something special today?
I really didn't the whole time. Like I kind of knew, but I was like, whatever. But it was tied most of the game, so I was like, well, this could go 14 runs.
It's over his head.
Alligator the ball, make sure I catch it no matter what. I'm not messing it up for him.
I thought George had it because he's a good shortstop, so I thought he was gonna catch it.
Yeah, his stuff was disgusting. I mean, his ability to quick pitch almost in a way really rushes hitters, and then they have no shot on his off speed. They literally couldn't hit anything.
I know it isn't always the one that you gotta worry about is the last out of one of those things, and you know that's my second one. I had a guy named Steve Brunder who's long been graduated at Manhattan College. He threw a no-hitter, and I remember the same thing. The last one was a rocket to the outfield, and the center fielder made a diving catch to save the no-hitter. And obviously that one there, you thought it was going to get fisted for a little bleeder, and you know it just worked out our way.
George Washington is going to find themselves with a very difficult task.
Hale will set up outside, and Barmakian swung right through the breaker for strike 3.
And when he could throw it inside like that to the left-handed hitter, that sets him up with a plethora of options because he can do whatever he did often last season is develop that command.
Here's your payoff. Big cut from Chapman, strike 3. Making 4 Ks for the big lefty. Pastor now at second, the 1-2. Big cut from Barmakian, and it's academic as Mitch Senger gets his 6th K of the game in 3 innings. And right now, Stetson looking very comfortable on the mound, as has been the case most of the
9th inning the way Wilson can. 1-2, cut on and missed in the dirt. Hale out from behind the plate, and Mitchell Senger strikes out the side in the 4th. Just a few hours away, likely has some friends and family in attendance. 1-2, breaking ball through the back door, strike 3 called.
First one looking, by the way.
They were looking to hit anything that looked like a fastball, and I mean his slider looks like a fastball. So anything he was throwing there, just dropping out of zone, they literally couldn't hit it.
Things are shaping up. This being a pitcher's duel. I can't imagine anybody else but Brooks getting into the game.
Here's a run, and Barmakian, excuse me, is just dead to rights. Absolutely no chance.
Third time this weekend that Austin's picked off a runner.
Absolutely no chance. He never had a prayer the second it hit Austin's mid. Inning over.
Dominance, it was just unbelievable. I was just hoping every pitch was at me so I can make a play and help him out, but he's just too good. They couldn't even make contact with it, really.
Tonight, Matt Cosentino, who's on deck, the only Colonial who's not been K'd by Senger. The 1-2. And Mets goes down. Mitch Senger keeping the streak alive. 14 Ks, which is a season high so far.
Unbelievable.
The 0-2. And Cosentino down on the check swing. So every Colonial has been K'd by Mitch Senger today. 15 strikeouts for the big lefty. 2 outs on the board.
Hale called a great game, so I just felt like I worked with him the whole time, and whatever he called, I wanted to throw, and we were on the same page. Not really. Like I kind of like when people talk to me because it keeps me loose. But in like the 8th and the 9th, nobody spoke to me, and it made me feel kind of lonely. But that's it.
And he was dominant the whole day, and you know maybe for a few walks and the one hit batsman that bounced off his foot. You know, I think that he had command of everything, and he pitched ahead, and it just shows you when you pitch ahead. You know, I'll give credit to Coach Thurneau. You know, every day he comes down from the bullpen as they're warming guys up, and he kind of says, hey, yeah, the light guy looked good, guy, you know, maybe struggled on command, or maybe had a breaking ball. Today he came down and said, boy, I don't know, I think I was seeing electric stuff in the bullpen, and it was actually exploding out of his hands, and I was like, oh, it's a nice report to see, and of course, you know, he carried it right into the game, so that was really nice for Mitch.
I don't think it's not 30 itself, though. Maybe 34. Well, I'll have to verify that. First pitch to Jorge Arenas, deep into left center. Osis on the run, he can't make the catch, ball all the way to the wall. McNeil rounding third, he'll score easy. throw to third, and Arenas gets there with a triple. 2-run score, and it's 2-0 Stetson. And that right there.
Yeah, it did. And, it was going to be one of those pressure cooker games, and, we're used to those. But like I said, the way the wind was blowing and, we didn't get any big barrels in the ball, but we still hit some balls pretty hard that, we were hoping to stay up and get in a gap. And, they ran him down a little bit early in the game, and we just had to grind it out. We wore him down a little bit. And, you got to give credit to Woods. He threw the heck out of the pitch, out of the ball, I should say. He didn't strike us out a lot again, but he kept us to weak contact for most of the time, and then until we had some really quality at bats and was able to produce with 2 outs.
We talked about a lot about making adjustments yesterday. Obviously, we didn't come through the way we wanted to, so I wasn't going to get beat a third time. Team put us in a position with runners in scoring position, just had to take advantage and made that adjustment at third. I think it's huge. I mean, yesterday was a wide awakening for us. It just shows that you can't come out complacent at all. I think we did a little bit, and it helps to grow as a team and just get better as a team so we can build off of it and know who we really are and who we can be, and we got to win games just like this and take serious as much as we can.
I think we wanted these guys to have a little resiliency, and they came back, and obviously you can't get more perfect than that. So I think this week, without a midweek game, it's a week to have a great week of practice. We need to scrimmage ourselves and have some guys come out and see some live pitching, and then get ready for 3 really good clubs that coming in next week. I mean, Purdue's 6-1. It's a good team. Obviously, an ACC club with Virginia Tech, and always a really strong Central Michigan team. So we got to have these guys come in here, and we got to play our best again, and just keep trying to play one game at a time. Not try to worry about one team, but just play one game at a time, and try to cut down on mistakes.
I was getting nervous towards the end. I'll be honest. I was looking in the. Logan came up to me after the game. He was like, "Were you looking in the book to just track the hitters?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was studying them at the end because I was nervous, and I was like, "Okay, he has it in the books," and I didn't want to I wanted to be prepared as much as possible for it.
So have you ever caught one?
I don't think so. The closest thing was Logan last year in the FGCU game. Yeah, that was good. Merck came up to me and was like, "Hey, you need to set dead red right here and hit the fastball," and that's kind of what I got. And it's good to kind of help support Mitchell. I said it was the most anticlimactic, reaction to throwing a no hitter. I mean, when he at the end when I was running out there, he looked at me like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "You just threw a no-hitter, dude." And so I ran out and hugged him. But I mean, it's just how he is, and I think people feed off that in a weird way. I mean, I think he's I've said it, I think he's the most improved player since last year, and I mean he's been a huge help to the program because it's Brooks in the back end of the pen, and I mean it's electric and it was a different look. I don't think those guys. I think those guys are better at hitting righties and lefties. So when he was out there, he just gave him a new look, and it was fun to catch for sure.
Congratulations.
Yeah, hey. Take some turns, dude. Come on. Next time. Just next time, right? Yeah, next one.
We'll give him another card next week. So.
What? Are you taking a picture or
I'm filming.
Oh. Just get the bill.